And so it's very hard, especially because I'm an entrepreneur and I'm not in that corporate existence, to find other women that have a similar or same background. So it's almost a lone wolf out there.
Is it
And then,
because is it because more so your personality? Because it's definitely not your experience, right? Like you're an experienced person. You've been doing this, as you mentioned, your 20s, your 30s, and 40s, and here you are in the very young age of 50s, right? And you're still, I know she's laughing, everyone, she's smirking because she knows where I'm going with this. But is it more so because of that? Because let's say I came to you and I was like, you know what, Jessica, I want to do a business venture. I want something done, marketing, for example, right? You mentioned you're very protective of the people that come to you. And so far, you and I have a very good relationship,
mhm.
right? So when you look at it, is it your experience that is maybe putting you in a situation where you're not able to find or relate to other people, other women, sorry, in your industry? Or is it more so that, you know what, your personality is a type where I've had to do it on my own for so long and I've been successful enough at it. I'm just going to continue down that path.
I don't think the later is what I am fully. And I'll explain because I even recognize this in my mother. My mother became successful because of necessity. And she just kept going and going and going because of her children. She wanted to, have something to offer to her kids. And because she worked so hard, she became what she tried to be. Does that make sense? It's like it was hard for her, even though she was a wonderful mother, to just be mom because her natural mentality and language was business, 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 business. And I have a sister, and my sister is a 9 to 5er, and she's displaced right now because of what has happened, but she's not an entrepreneur. And so she's more comfortable working for somebody. So she didn't have this same as I did with my mother. And so when I get involved with something, I don't want to say in the truest sense, but I can get a little OCD because when I'm really interested in something, I get very involved. And sometimes I forget that I have the knowledge that I have compared to another person. And I still have a very strong drive where the ambition takes me. But I've learned in age to not have people fall behind me while I'm dragging them along to be with me. I try very hard to have people alongside me and do things together. And so, I'm somebody who didn't have to be the way that I am out of necessity. I think that something clicked in me that I just became. And I've also spent many years truthfully where, I have a joke, but it's kind of not funny. Everything in me happened in my personal life later, but when I was running my businesses and my companies, and it always involved a lot of people working for me or working with me, I was working around the clock. I mean, I was sleeping with my paperwork, and everybody else was coming into the offices at regular business hours, and they would go home at regular business hours. And sometimes the rewards don't seem like they're in front of you because while I was holding everything up to try to move forward, they were leaving me behind and they were bypassing me to success.